guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Letitia Nicole here. Okay, by the title you already know that I'm going to be giving you guys a story time on when I found out I was pregnant at the age of 17. And as I always state, I'm not promoting teen pregnancy in any way. I'm just giving you guys my story, my experience, how I found out, reactions. I don't have any clips of any reactions, but I will definitely explain everything. I did find out I was pregnant when I was 17. This will be my first pregnancy with Zayden. I have another story, future story time coming when I found out I was pregnant with my second child, but I had a miscarriage. I will definitely explain that story. If you guys are interested in hearing it, I will definitely put that out for you guys. So again, just stay tuned. So I'm gonna start off with my symptoms. My periods were already kind of irregular, just a little bit, and I never kept track of when my period was coming. I never wrote it down. I didn't have a period app or anything like that. Just kind of already knew when, around the time I would be coming on my period. It's just like the little natural thing that we have. Every time I come on my period, my boobs get a little tender, they get a little sore, things like that. Like, my periods were kind of irregular at the same time, because when I was a little bit late on my period or didn't come on when I thought it was gonna come on, I wasn't bothered by it. Like, I didn't think, oh, I might be pregnant, you know? Now, one symptom I had that it was kind of strange. I was in the shower one day. Y'all girls, y'all know when y'all in the shower, them showers where you wash your hair, you shave your meow, and you shave your legs, and you gotta wash at the same time. I was having one of them shower days. Maybe I just got a little bit overheated because I started to get dizzy. Like, I was dizzy. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I'm about to pass out. It was kind of like, oh shit, I'm about to pass out. But yeah, I got a little bit dizzy and I had to hurry up and just rinse off and get out the shower. And I'm, you know, in the movies, like, someone get hurt and like dragging their feet, like trying to get to help. That's how I felt. Tried to get me some water. I went to my mom's room. Nobody was opening the door, and I found some water and I drank and I laid down. I was like, yeah, Mom, I just got really dizzy. I don't know why. She was like, maybe you need to drink more water. That's her answer to all problems, drink more water. So, but I instantly felt better after I drank the water though. Another symptom I had was, we would go to Hardee's and my mom would order hot dogs, and the smell of onions, like, those onions smell so bad. I'm like, Mom, like, oh, I'm about to throw up. It's making me sick. And I'm pretty sure she started to think like, what? Like, onions making her sick? Like, what's really going on? Me, again, not thinking nothing of it. Like, I'm not thinking nothing of it at all. No pregnancy, nothing like that. And guys, I will admit, I didn't say, I'm not gonna say I didn't believe in getting pregnant, but it was not like one of the things that was on my mind. And mind you, this will be a whole nother story time video, but when me and my boyfriend started having sex, we tried to use a condom in the beginning. Y'all, not promoting anything. Safe sex is the best sex, or no sex at all. I'm gonna get that on a t-shirt. Yeah, we never used condoms, and he was a virgin, I was a virgin, so I don't know. Y'all, we was careless. We were very careless, I will admit to that. So I'm not thinking about pregnancy. Like, nowadays around here, like, I see pregnancy so much. If I was 17 and it was like how it is now in this area, I would probably be more careful. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, just seeing it firsthand, you know, will make you be a lot careful. So, but anyways, I'm not gonna say I was a dumb kid or anything like that, because I knew pregnancy was real. I just didn't think it would happen to me. I don't know. That may sound crazy, but somebody understand what I'm saying. But anyways, so where was I? Oh gosh, I can talk all day. I love these type of videos. I can sit here and talk to y'all. Yes. Okay. Anyways, those were all my symptoms pretty much. Like, I was just feeling nauseous. I was dizzy at one time. My boobs were tender. So around this time, I was a senior in high school. I had switched schools because we had moved to another city, I would say about 30 minutes away, and I had to start at another school. Now, my boyfriend and I, we weren't as close to each other anymore because he still stayed in the other city, and he would travel to me or I'll travel to him. I remember when I got pregnant. I remember the day. He remembers the day too. My mom had dropped me off at his house. Now, y'all, My mom was a wonderful mom, still is a wonderful mom. She, you know, she allowed us to have, y'all parents may be different, whatever, everybody's different, but she allowed me to stay the night at his house, and he was able to stay the night at my house. We weren't able to sleep together or anything, but it still happened, but y'all know. Anyways, so that night I went to his house and I had stayed the night. My mom was supposed to come get me at a certain time, but I had ended up staying a little bit later than what I was supposed to, and we just, y'all know what happened after that. So yeah, I was at his house when this happened. So when I went back home weekends later, he'll come to my house and we'll still hang out, So we had took him home, and that day I was kind of feeling a little bit sick. Like my body was feeling different. Like I couldn't explain what it was, but I just felt different. I told him about it and everything, and like he probably thought like, oh man, she might be pregnant. It wasn't like, I didn't just think that I was pregnant. I was just, I don't know, I wasn't thinking anything, y'all. I was kind of stupid. But yeah, we had took him home or whatever, and I have a picture. If I find a picture, I'll insert it. I don't know, I just like that picture. But anyway, so when he went home, my mom was just like, well, you know, I did have a dream that your sister was pregnant. She said one day she was cleaning up our room while we're at school, and she fell asleep in our room. Never falls asleep in our room. She fell asleep in our room in my bed and had a dream my sister was pregnant. Weird, right? So that kind of urged her to go buy me a pregnancy test. I called my boyfriend, or I texted him. I was like, yeah, I'm about to go get a pregnancy test. He was like, I kind of figured you were gonna do that. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And we went to CVS, me and my mom, and she was talking like she was so confident that I was pregnant. On the way there, she was like, yeah, so you're gonna have to do this, you're gonna have to do that. And I'm just like, I don't even know yet. But we go and get the pregnancy test, head back home. Again, she's still talking about all the things that we're gonna have to try to do, how I should tell him and stuff like that. So we get home, I pee on the stick, and like literally 3 seconds later, 2 lines appeared. Like it was fast, like it just shot up there. And I'm like, okay. My mom was like, see, I told you, I knew you was pregnant. I knew you was pregnant. I'm like, oh my gosh, like it still didn't hit me yet. So I was like, well, let's take another one. So we took another one. Same thing happened, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm really pregnant. She was like, yeah, you're pregnant, so go ahead and call your boyfriend, let him know that he's about to be a dad and all that. I'm like, huh? Well, I'm not ready for this. So then my dad, he was playing a game or something like that. My mom told him, he was like, damn girl, like when my daddy yelled, I'm like, so then I started crying. My mom was like, it's okay. My mom always be supportive. She was like, it's okay, we're gonna get through this, we're gonna get it, we're gonna get it done. So I went outside and I called Deja, and that's my boyfriend's name. His name is Deja. And I was like, I'm pregnant. And he was like, for real? Like he got quiet on the phone. I was just like, hello, are you there? He was like, are you serious? I was like, yeah. And he was like, man, I kind of figured you were pregnant. And I was like, yeah. So yeah, so the next day made an appointment at the doctor, and they were like, yeah, if she's pregnant, she's not gonna be able to come to this doctor anymore. She has to go to an OBGYN and find another doctor or whatever. So and my mom was like, okay, well, do you have any OBGYNs you can refer us to? And she was like, yeah, so if it's positive, I definitely have some that I can refer you to. And my boyfriend's waiting out in the lobby with my dad. Yeah, I'm skipping like a whole bunch of stuff just to make this like short. My mom went back with me, and the lady, I peed in the cup, she came back. Well, we waited, and like, y'all, me and mom were waiting in that room. Like, you can hear my heart pounding. Like, if everybody was to be quiet, if she wasn't on the phone with my sister updating her on everything, you could hear my heart like beating out my chest. So we wait, and y'all know when a doctor come in, you hear and your heart just dropped like. So she come in, she was like, well, I have a few OBGYNs we can refer her to. You are indeed pregnant. And I'm just like, like, are you serious? Like, are you sure? Like, did you look at it right? Like, are you blind? Can you see? Are you seeing two lines for real? And it's just like, you are indeed pregnant. So we have some people we can refer you to. You can't come here, but the baby can come here. I'm like, the baby? Like, wow, this is like crazy. So we leave out, we go out to the lobby, and my mom's like, yeah, she's pregnant. And Deja looks at me like his eyes get real big when he's scared. Like, I be like, oh, he scares me when he looks like that. And it just makes me like scared, because like, I don't know, because he's scared. He makes me scared. So we leave or whatever, and I told my mom I'm just gonna go to his house and, you know, spend time with him, so we can talk and figure everything out and stuff like that. So she takes me to his house, and so we're in the room and we're talking. I'm crying. He's still looking like. So then his mom, she comes and she knocks on the door. She goes in and she's like, well, why is Nicole here? You didn't have to go to school today? And I was like, oh no. Oh, at the time, guys, I was switching schools. I had already switched schools back to the other school. Something with my transcript and my credits weren't transferred over, so my mom just took me back to my old school every day. So that's what was going on at the time. So I was able to miss school to go to the doctor. But anyway, she was like, I was like, yeah, I'm still switching schools. I couldn't really talk though, and I wasn't trying to look her in her face, but I was, because I was crying and stuff like that. And they just sitting on the bed looking like this still. And his mom goes, what happened? Are you okay? He was like, I just went with her to the doctor. She was like, the doctor? He was like, yeah. And then she was like, okay. She was like, for what? She was like, we didn't say nothing. We were quiet. I'm in the corner like, and he looking like, and she's like, she's pregnant? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, and she goes and she closed the door and she leaves. And then she comes back and you can tell she was crying. She was like, tell me you lying. And he was like, yeah, man, she pregnant. So she left out again. I guess she went to go cry some more. And we were just sitting on the bed. Like, that made me cry more. So she came back in, she sat on the bed and she started telling me about her story, how she found out she was pregnant and stuff like that, what happened in her story, like what she's gonna do, like what she did and all this other stuff. And me and Deja just had our moment, like, to cry and stuff. So I mean, we finally came around. Like, of course we had other options, but you know, with my beliefs, you know, I didn't consider those options, because I mean, I laid down, I made a baby, and I'm gonna deal with it, you know. So I let him know, like, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna make it work, and that's just how it's gonna be. So after that, you know, finding out I was pregnant, I didn't immediately tell everyone. Y'all know now when you young and stuff, you don't think. So I mean, I told some of my friends, and they were like, oh, you're pregnant? Oh my gosh, I can't wait till you have the baby. I'm gonna be the guy mama. I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna do that. Okay. But anyways, so yeah, that's how it was in high school. And then my stomach started growing. I made a post on Facebook, I'm pregnant and whatever, you know, all the ratchet stuff that kids do. No offense, guys, but I mean, we all do it. Come on now. So yeah, everybody like, oh my god, what, you pregnant? Yes, I'm pregnant. And what, you know? So, you know, it was kind of hard. My symptoms started to kick in because I found out I was pregnant in November. So around Thanksgiving, my symptoms kicked in like crazy. Like, I was nauseous, I could not eat, I was always dizzy. And like, I couldn't even walk in the store or nothing like that. I had to sit down and like hover over the counter because I was that dizzy. And very, very nauseous. So everything kind of like died down. All my symptoms kind of died down. I'm growing and stuff like that. And you know, of course, when you lose friends, you gain some, whatever. Support was there. My mom supportive, his family was supportive. So we were all good. And towards the end, when I started getting a little bit bigger, Oh guys, I didn't participate in some of the activities at school because I was pregnant. I don't know, I don't regret not doing it. I don't regret not going to prom. I don't regret not going, you know, doing all the senior stuff. But I did have a, you know, a good senior year. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it. I did get to the point where my baby was trying to come early. He was trying to come in like 35 weeks, so I had to get some steroid shots in my booty, just to keep him in there a little bit longer. He was trying to come out and stuff like that. So I also was homeschooled for the remainder because I was trying to have him a little bit early, and they didn't want me to be on my feet so much, and my classes were so spread out. My mom was concerned with me going up and down stairs at school. She didn't want me to be alone sometimes, and you know, stuff like that. So that my doctor did write me out of school, and of course I got approved. So I was homeschooled for the remainder of my 35 weeks up to until I had Zayden. So I would say probably about 3 weeks I was out of school. I had Zayden at 38 weeks. I was able to graduate, and 3 days after graduation, because I graduated June the 13th, I had Zayden on June the 16th of 2015. But yeah, I had him in 2015, graduated on time. Everything was good. My relationship was fine. Now, you know, of course, things got a little rough in my relationship, or with our relationship, being pregnant. We did actually break up, probably, I would say a couple times, maybe once, I don't know. We did break up. He was actually talking to somebody else during the time, and he came around to his senses, you know. He had symptoms too when I was pregnant, y'all. He would sleep all the time, sleep and eating a lot all the time. But like I said, we had mad support. I didn't have a baby shower either, because I didn't know when my baby was coming. He was trying to come early, and I didn't really care because we had everything. I mean, that's typically why you have baby showers, and for the memory, I guess. But we were good on that. So I had Zayden June the 16th. I can give you guys a labor and delivery story if you guys are interested in that. But that's pretty much it. I had a healthy 8-pound, 2-ounce baby boy, and he is smart as crap. I will be making videos with Zayden, just so y'all can see a little bit of what Zayden can do and stuff like that. You know, you gotta brag a little bit about your kids, you know. So yeah, and again, I have more future story times coming up, so definitely stay tuned for those. And if you have video suggestions, definitely leave comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and be sure to subscribe and turn on your post notifications.